Hey guys, it's me, Doctor Hooves or Night Warrior. I don't know what my account is anymore. Anyway, I just sat through and watched Pokemon Heroes, and well, what can I say about it? It's really good. Sad as well. There's because there's two Pokemon that I know people like in it, and there's one Pokemon that I really like. So, I'm going to speak to my friends and see if any of them have Sword or, no, Shield, because I'm after one Pokemon from Shield. And the Pokemon that I'm after is Latios, which is a female version. And I want to get them both to level 100, because then I've got Latios and Latias, because they're both, in this film, they were really good. The red one is my favourite. Because of this film, the red one will always be my favourite. She's got a bad story about that they have to. Her older brother, which is the blue Latios, is dies. Sorry, that's a spoiler. Sorry, I spoiled the film a little bit. The film is really about the heroes of this town. Characters Brock, Misty, Ash. They work off each other, and what I mean is, nowadays I watch the Pokemon films and they don't do so well. And I think that's because Pokemon used to be like funny. Now it's more. No, it's used to be. Now it's. And the problem is with the new Pokemon stuff is it's not working very well. I would rather see them bring stuff like this back. You know, I paid cheap price for this. And the thing is, they used to do stuff like, they used to have extras. You'd have, hang on. They have like extra bits where it's like Pikachu and the Pika Brothers, and they did that through Pokemon Entei, and they did another Pokemon thing which I would love to find, because the Pokemon things they used to do, they did a spin-off series. Because we never got the, we got Suicune, no, we got Entei Suicune, but we didn't get Raikou, which is a real fun Pokemon. He's an electric type. He got his own spin-off / movie / show part of it, and that took place during. They literally copied a lot from the anime, because the anime was really good, and they'd have characters from the anime to this, and it used to be like really good, because I used to watch it. I was like, and the song was like, gotta catch him, gotta catch him, gotta catch him, oh Pokemon, gotta catch him, gotta catch him, gotta catch him, oh Pokemon, Pokemon, party, Pokemon, and that's how I learned how to spell Pokemon. Not a joke. I learned that way. I was like, okay, how do I spell it? And I've always felt like that. I've always thought of the theme song as like Pokemon party. You know, and it used to be really good. Like they used to have old friends, so you'd have Ash, Brock, Misty, and that. Well, you wouldn't have Ash, but you had there were characters. One of the best story arcs, and I remember this episode. Because they were actually episodes, they weren't movies, but the first one was actually, the first episode was actually 3 episodes, but it was actually, they made it a movie through the DVD series, and it was like, one of them was the first 3 Pokemon, and you have to choose, and so they explain what each Pokemon is, and they don't, this is like Ash nowadays. I'm holding, this is going to be the Pokedex, you know, you got a Charizard. What's that Pokemon? Charizard. Again, why? You already know the Pokemon. And it used to be like, who's that Pokemon? And you'd have met him in the episode. And then they go, it's Suicune, or it's Rayquaza. And sadly, they only do them now and again for good parts. But the show used to be so good, I would remember each Pokemon from the movie. Like, Entei. One of my favourite Pokemon. I hate to say it. This was the 5th, and I'm going to say final one for Misty. Sadly, They followed the series, but the problem was they only did, like, for whatever series they were on, they'd only do this many movies. And they still do it now. They play the theme song during it. Sadly, we didn't get one for Sun and Moon, because I think that would have been really ridiculous to do a movie for that. And I think that's what we had I Choose You, which was never really a Sun and Moon series movie. Sword and Shield, I am not 100% that there's going to be a Sword and Shield movie. I want them to make that into a thing, because I feel like they could, but I think I like the original Pokemon stuff. This was the 5th movie, and how I remember it was the 5th was there was you had Mewtwo Returns, which was the first Mewtwo movie. Then you had Pokemon 2000, which was because the year it was made, and not just the year, the second movie. So it was like, 2000 is like a big number. Sadly, I've got to say, the artwork they use for this is really good. Nowadays, it's all CGI and, the worst bit is, Netflix did do a movie called Pokemon Return of Mewtwo, which, we should talk about it. We're going to have to talk about it at one point, and I may actually do it today. Or I may speak about it now, actually, because I'm talking about a lot of Pokemon. You can see I've got these on my show. I love Pokemon. I'm playing Sword and Shield, and I've got 999 regular balls, 999 Great Balls, and 999... No, 999... So I've got 999 of these. I've got Quick Balls 900. I've got one Master Ball. Well, I have 2, but I used one. I'm after Heal Balls now, and I'm trying to get 999 on that. But anyway, in the Return of Mewtwo, I hate to say what I miss, because Pokemon have a lot I miss from the original movie. And one of the biggest parts that they missed was, they had the theme song, yeah. I want to be the very best. Yeah, that theme song works. Please keep it in there. But because they've done it for CGI, it's really bad. Not saying the Pikachu movie was bad. Pikachu fucking fudging hell. Detective Pikachu was top of the range of Pokemon. I swear to God, like, anytime I saw that movie, I was like, yeah, Pikachu, yeah. I don't like Pikachu anymore. Now, in this, they actually have the original voice actors. And the sad part is, the voice actors, I think they went up to season 8, and then they changed voice actors. But, the movies... If I'm going to show a kid the Pokemon movies, I'm going to show him the first one, second one, third one, maybe the 4th one, and the 5th one. I don't know if I'd ever show him the 6th one, because I hate to say, Pokemon was like the land before time. You have 5 good movies, and then you get the rest. I've never seen Land Before Time, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's like, you have all these good movies, then you get the next one, and the next one's not that great. Now, I love this movie. I love Pokemon movies. They're all good. There are some that are like, and that's the same with series as well. I hate to say it. I do watch the original series. Like, I would watch the original Pokemon movies, and they had some perfect soundtracks. When characters die, it's sad, and they follow the sadness with a story, and the story carries on. And it's like the 4 Scooby-Doo movies. I should say, the 4 really famous Scooby-Doo movies of Zombie Island, Cyber Chase, The Witch, and the Aliens. Those 4 were good. And I hate to say, I will be watching. If I can, I'm going to try and find myself the others. I will get the first, because I know they do it like you can get the first 3. I'll buy the first 3, and then I'll find the 4th movie. The 4th movie is the one that I want to review, because it was the one that made me cry the most. And by that, I mean it was so sad I cried at... I think it was... I can't remember the scenes. That's the problem. I can't remember it. And the Pokemon app hasn't got it. And the weirdest bit is, the Pokemon app actually had the Pokemon app, which is not sponsored, but they had Mewtwo, 2000, Entei, Heroes. So, no, did they have the fourth one? I think they may have not had the fourth one. But I think the fourth one is really sad and dark, so they've tried to not make that into it. And then we have, you know, Pokemon Origins. Thing is, Pokemon Origin, I like spin-off Pokemon stuff. They do really good spin-off. Like, spin-off series are brilliant because people want to see it. And in Sword and Shield, they've got a couple spin-offs, and they're really good. I'd rather watch... I think, okay, we've had time with Ash. Maybe it's time we have some new characters. Red and Blue were really good. They were popular. I think it's time that we actually start getting Pokemon movies to represent the games. Not the legendary Pokemon, you know, Legendary Diamond, Legendary Pearl, Black and White, and all them. They were good. They were good films, but they only initialized because they were the games. They were the games. Sword and Shield is such a good game. I would love to see a male and a female protagonist. Brother and sister, boom, we got the arc. With Hope. Or maybe it be a boy for, like they do it split, like they do, what they could do is do a series with Sword, and then they could do a series of Shield, or they could do it at the same time and split it into the middle where they do an episode with Sword and an episode with Shield, and an episode with Sword and an episode with Shield. And if you guys saw Pokemon, what was it? Pokemon Original, Red and Blue were the main protagonists. They weren't stupid, they weren't silly, they were good, you know. And I would love to see that because, one, everyone likes Pokemon. I still play Pokemon. But I got bored of Pokemon and I moved straight over to the Digimon series. Funny story about watching Digimon the movie. I'm like this. I was watching it, and then when the character starts crying, I'm smiling, and next second I'm like, why am I crying? It's just a movie. And I was literally crying through one scene, and I couldn't stop. My eyes just teared up watching that, and I don't know why. Am I not human anymore? Has my human nature become something great and powerful? What am I? Why am I crying? It's not right. I shouldn't be crying. No, like, I hate to say this. I still play the card game. And the card game, I know there's gyms and all that around in the world. Pokemon could really do something if they just copy the games. Just do the games, please, because I'd love to see these in game form. I will find Pokemon movies, yeah, but I will find Pokemon games a little bit more interesting if they started doing Gold and Silver and Diamond and Pearl and Emerald and Ruby and, you know, do you know what they could do? I'll tell you what they could do, actually. Sword, make it male. Don't make it male, actually, because that sounds wrong, but make Sword male or female, make Shield male or female. It'd be interesting because then we get one perspective where it's them doing that, and then we get another one. But I get it that people wouldn't want that because then you're copying the same series. But you could change it up. You can make it where the main villains in the game are really good. In Sword and Shield, they're alright. I hate to say it, there isn't really any villains. And this is the problem with Sun and... My friends are all Sun and Moon fans, and I had a problem with that. And I said... I had a couple problems, and they went, what's your problems with it? And I went, no gyms, the enemy turns good, come on, I don't like that type of stuff. I like the idea of, you fight these people, these are bad guys. And they could, sorry, I've had a bar of chocolate. The chocolate I had was dairy milk. Massive bar. Well, this isn't the actual wrapper. I've had this wrapper for a long time, but it's my favourite. I've eaten about this much of my dairy milk when it's this much, so. But again, Pokemon, I've never had a problem with the Pokemon movies. I just think they could maybe fix the Pokemon movies and make them a little bit more great. But again, I am someone who loves Pokemon, and what I love about the movies is, if you guys love the soundtrack or the theme song for a series, these do the soundtrack. Like, Pokemon had like, you wanna be the very best. Well, it wasn't you, it was I wanna be, but, you know. And then, in Sun and Moon, what was it? I know it was one series. No, it was Pokemon, I think, yeah, no, it wasn't Pokemon Sun and Moon. It was Pokemon X and Y and Z. They did the original, and they just like, you want to be the very best, like no one ever was, to catch them all. And I'm like, come on, don't speed up the theme song, don't try and edit the theme song. I like the original theme song, like I like the original Teen Titans. You know, don't mess with our stuff, please, because that's all we've got left, is making, you know, Pokemon is so, I'd love to upload my own videos of me playing Pokemon on this. I would, because my team are so cool looking. You know, I would trade people if they, you know, I'd love to talk to people, but problem is, with this, you have to be up all night as well, because the people are mostly American, and they're like, oh, we got to bed at this time, okay. But again, love the Pokemon movies, don't really want them to change. My next movie that I will be reviewing, which will be on Saturday, will be Weathering With You. This one. I'm going to review this next. This is a film that I've got to review. I tell you now, I don't even know what it's about. But, again, anime movies, I may start doing that, reviewing anime movies, because anime movies, I haven't got a lot of them. I don't do animated films, because I tell you now, I've got Looney Tunes, I've got this, and this is like one of my favourites to sometimes, I literally sometimes sit in bed, or I'm going to sleep, and I'll just play this. Like, my favourite is the, Fugs, and it's like, make a U-turn. Okay. And like, there's a line when he goes like, button your lip, and next second he's like, there's like a massive button on his lip. Again, I love old stuff. I do. I love old, you know, cartoons and stuff like that. Now, I will watch new stuff. And if you guys want me to talk about anything new that you guys want me to talk about, please comment below, because I will watch anything you guys recommend. Well, not recommend, but stuff that is new or old, because I'd sit, like, if you guys want me to review Power Rangers, the original movie, the original series, or, not Power Rangers, I don't know the name of there's a Japanese one. If you guys want me to review that, I'll have to look into it and try and find an English dub of it, but I'd look. Like, I will look for anything. I will talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you guys want me to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And what my favourite episodes are, and why I like the new series as well as the old, but why I liked... I'm not a fan of the new stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. Yu-Gi-Oh! is like, this is fun. Now it's more like, You know, the other thing that was brilliant, and they brought out, was Vanguard. That is all on YouTube, and I could find episodes, and we could watch them together. I could sit here, well, I could sit where I'm sitting right now on my chair, and get the episode up, and then I'll be like, okay, let's start with the episode 1 of Vanguard. And then I'd play it, and then you guys would see my reaction, and smiles, and sads, and But I'd be like, you know, and that would be something I'd love to do. I'd love to do that, make a reaction. I won't have the films, you guys won't know what I'm watching, but it'd be there, and when I'm like, you know, and I hate ads. You guys, if you know me, I hate the ads, like, I'd be like, and I try and skip through ads, I do, and, you know, I know I'm not sponsored by ads, because I hate ads. But if you guys want me to talk about my favourite book, books. I've got books here that I like. I love mangas. I love Ruby. You know, Ruby is one of my favourite characters. It's a manga and it's one of my favourites because, you know, you can tell a lot of the story through stuff like this. Good God, it was a tenner. The other thing I could do is, I've got a series here that I could start, but I think it would take too long to make an episode for. But I could start doing these if you want, Dragon Ball series. But the problem is, I'm too far into Dragon Ball that, you know, if I had to rewatch stuff, I'd get bored. I got bored through Pokemon Heroes, but no, I didn't get bored actually. I enjoyed it. It was a good film and I waited till the end. And they've got references to other Pokemon movies. This actually has a reference to 2000 and Giovanni. I hate to say it. When they do that, it's brilliant, but they don't do it often enough now. And 2000 was one of the saddest. No, 2000 was alright. It was Entei that was sad because of Dan Green's character. And everyone loves Dan Green. I hate to say it. I love Dan Green and seeing him because Dan Green was known as... He played Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh! He played Yugi and Yami in Yu-Gi-Oh! He played Entei in the Pokemon movie, who was a villain but wasn't really a villain. It's got a good deep story for that. He played Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic X. He is one of the funniest men on the planet. He will play fun and hard roles. He has had a tough life. And God help, I would have wished I could have helped him back in 2000 and I think it was 2010 or it was 2009 and 8. So that's about 10 years, 12 years ago. Sadly, I think it was his wife passed away after giving birth, which is a sad thing, but he was a lovely man. And still is. He does voice acting. I think he played Wick. He played in something like The Witch, I think. I don't know what it was. I never saw it, but I heard his voice at one point and I'm like, Dan Green? You know, I was like, Dan Green. Like, I hate to say it, characters who are famous do voices. Like, there was a voice actor who did the movie, who was in, my friend sent me a link to it and I watched it and I was like, that's Mr. Satan. And it's not because I covered his voice, because you can't cover that voice. Because his voice is like, I am the greatest in the universe. I have defeated gods and demons. And yet, if you watch this show, it was called MLP. I don't know what episode, I don't know what season. It's just someone sent me a link to it once and it was just so funny. Characters were like, I am the greatest and you will worship me. And there's been stuff that's happened since the whole stay indoors again. One, I watched my neighbours yesterday and there was a massive bird. And, I don't know what they call it. It's something. It was a massive bird. And it was standing. And I wish I filmed it because it would have gone straight onto YouTube. It fell in. It's like a bird that hunts fish. And it's just so funny. I think it was a pelican or something. No. I don't know what it was called. But it was hilarious. It was like, put one foot here. It was like, put one foot here. And then... It panicked and started coming out of the blanket and was like, oh, man, it was not cool. Hope nobody filmed me. I wish I filmed it because that would have been hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at that. But yeah. You know, my life has changed. I've had better recently. It's been... I'm still here. If you guys are watching my, I don't know what games to do next. I want to look into trying and get a live stream of my Pokemon adventures. You know, and I know you need to have a computer, TV, headphones, which I've got, you know. I've got to have a lot of stuff before I can start that. And I'd feel bad because my team is so cool. In each game I have Now, through this game, I did do it. I started it again on the start of this month. This at the end of last month, I started it again. At the last couple of days, I started it again. But the only Pokemon I took with me were my legendaries, I took all three of my starter generation. So I had Muck. No, I don't know what I took, but I remember taking a couple of Pokemon that I liked that were level 1s. I took them with me. And in this generation, if we do it, I would love to start the next generation off. And the next one is Diamond and Pearl, apparently. But thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you want me to review next, because I'd love to review anything. If you guys give me a comment and reckon, I'll review it, okay? So bye.